Welcome to this Monday morning guided coaching meditation. Today may be a little bit longer than the normal one because I wanted to share with you a recording done by my teacher, Trevor Sylvester of Quest Institute. I love this one and I wanted you to enjoy it just as much. So getting yourself nice and comfortable. Settling yourself down where you can be undisturbed for the next 20 or so minutes. And closing your eyes when you are ready. Because there is no way of knowing yet how just by listening, you can become more aware that there are many ways to increase opportunities in your life. Opportunities that surround us all. And no way is right for everyone. So if your unconscious mind could just begin to make you aware of those possibilities and opportunities that you could safely explore, it might surprise you what comes to your mind. What ideas seem possible to meet people, to learn new things, create changes. And if there was one thing that you began to do that increased your circle, that enabled you to safely expand your possibilities, it doesn't actually matter what that thing turns out to be, does it? Whether it's what you would have expected it to be or if it's something completely new, it's only important that it happens. So we can both wonder what will be the first thing your mind makes you aware of that is new to you, an idea or thought, a chance meeting of minds or eyes that just makes you wonder where it might lead towards your goals. And this curiosity can grow stronger the more you notice these new things happening around you. Always there for you to choose from. Trusting whatever it is that guides you towards one thing over another. Because you might not know at first that you've started seeing yourself as a lucky person. It might be sometime in the future before you realize that at some point you can't really recall. You realized you were a lucky person in so many ways. And when you take the time to do so, you could find it easier and easier to count the many ways luck is in your life. And the more you count it, the more you can count on it. Because everything will turn out well in the end. It just means that obstacles and difficulties are things to look at in a certain way for us to realize the potential they contain. How you can ultimately prosper from anything that comes along because you see yourself as lucky. So you might find that you're becoming more aware of what's within you, taking time to listen to what your unconscious mind is communicating to you. And the more you become aware of this inner wisdom and its gentle guidance, the more you'll realize how you have this friend within, access to all your learning, guiding you by the things you notice and the things you don't, the things you're doing and the things you don't, getting better every day at spotting the many gentle ways the unconscious speaks to you. Because you can probably appreciate that if you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep ending up with what you've always had. So from today, you could try not to notice the habits that are part of your problem. Notice that you can't. So as you see them more and more, it might amaze you just how many new ways you can find for doing new things. And it might not be straight away that you notice around you things that take your interest. And you might wonder if they had always been there, or why it's now that they're there. What might they bring you that's new and interesting or exciting, which just means that it might not be until the end of the day, as you look back on it, that you realise just how much more positive you're feeling, because you see the possibilities in life, just how much potential every day contains. Because it's not the things that happen to us that matter, but it's what we make of them. And there are so many things we can. There are so many opportunities to increase the possibilities in your life, so many different ways. They surround us all. Of course, no way is right for everyone. So if your unconscious mind were just to begin to make you aware of those opportunities, those possibilities that you could safely explore, it might surprise you what comes to your mind. What ideas seem possible? To meet people, to learn new things, create changes. And the more you see what your goal is, the more you will find you can move through any difficulties that appear, focusing on what lies beyond them. Your dream, your goal, your desire achieved. And it's a good thing to remember somebody once said to me, that things aren't supposed to be easy, just possible. And if you were to cast your mind back, as far back as it needs to go, to remember something you've done that you found difficult at first, but which by persevering paid off in the longer run. And there might be more than one such time, all adding up to realizing how you can keep going and just remaining open to what you can learn from a difficulty that means you can get through it, growing as you learn, to persevere, sticking with where you're going, because you are now listening to your deeper unconscious mind, the place that stores all your memories, all your learnings, all your ways of being. And it's a good thing to have access to this somewhere within us, something we carry with us 24/7. Wherever we go, we have this inner knowing, this inner knowledge, this intuition that's always been there. But you might start to be more curious now just how you pay closer attention to what it points out, what it is it does that lets you know what to do, becoming clearer the more you listen. Because most of us have had times when you've known afterwards that something was telling you the right thing to do, haven't you? And the more you listen to this, the more you find life getting easier and better. So who knows what the first thing will be that your mind makes you aware of that is new to you? A thought, an idea, a chance meeting of minds perhaps, or eyes that just makes you wonder where it might lead towards your future. And this curiosity can grow stronger the more you notice these new things happening around you. Always there for you to choose from, trusting whatever it is that guides you towards one thing over another. Because it can be a really useful skill to find yourself getting better at looking things in a new way, a positive way, a way that suits you at your deeper level of mind. So that if you were to imagine that everything happens has positive opportunities, really begin to live as if that's true. Everything that happens has a positive side. Then it's just a question of how curious you're becoming at looking for the silver lining, and how you looking means you're getting better and better at finding it. And it doesn't matter if it's you who notices you're looking on the bright side more, or if someone points it out. It's just a good thing that it's happening. Because when you realize how people are responding to you differently, in a way that means you're opening to your ideas and welcoming of your company. And everybody's different, so we don't know yet how this will happen. But when you look back and realize you've started to anticipate that people are positive towards you, and how much more often something productive comes from your interactions with people, it becomes easier and easier to believe that it's just the way it is now. And there are so many people around, aren't there, every day, that if you were to become more and more curious about them and the opportunities that surround you, what a novelty it might start out as it becomes so natural to be a part of what brings you to the things that feel good, that feel right. Now you can safely put only as much effort into enhancing your connection to the world as begins to bring you those new enriching opportunities. So as you begin to do things in new ways, just having fun, mixing and changing your unconscious mind is becoming more and more aware of what this means about how you're changing. So that it might not be until sometime afterwards that you realize what a difference these differences are making to you. And you know how one thing leads to another? So it can be with luck. And with so many thing changes around you, for you, it could be anything that happens that you consider being lucky that begins to create more, like a snowball rolling down the hill, more and more luck sticking to it, getting bigger and faster, rolling on until you realize just how much luck you're getting. And because you do know how easy it is to imagine that luck rolling stronger and stronger into the future, as normal a part of your life as anything else, normal to be lucky. And let that just wash over you and through you for a moment. Really begin to settle into that feeling of being lucky, that potential and that opportunity that's all around you. Just giving you a few moments to process what I've just said for you. That's right. Very good. You can listen to this whenever you need to help build that luck in your life. For a moment, I'm going to bring you back towards the now with 5. Just enjoying these last few moments of your time, your special time. The investment in you and your future. 4. Allowing your unconscious mind to reorganize itself, to change itself in a way that works for you, so that you can really begin to understand how this can apply to your life now. 3. Getting ready to come back towards the now, bringing with you all these new learnings, these new ways of being, and beginning to allow the unconscious mind to store them in that place where it stores all your learnings, so that whenever you need them in the future now, they'll be there for you. That's 2. Becoming more aware of where you are in the room. And 1, opening your eyes, wiggling your toes, taking a couple of deep breaths as you come back to now.